and this is beautiful. They're having a meltdown. All of social media is having a meltdown. Reuters, CBS News, Washington Post are among outlets who've corrected their misleading reporting of the Rittenhouse trial. So all of a sudden, all of these freaking garbage left-leaning news networks, which we all know are just one big propaganda machine, they're all backpedaling now. Fox was smart on this one. Fox went nowhere near it. Tucker Carlson was genius to get Rittenhouse in as the very first interview following the not guilty verdict, and which just strengthens the Rittenhouse-Fox relationship even more now. Because when these lawyers smell blood in the water from any network, they're going to go in for the kill. So Fox News, they were good. They were great about it the whole time. And I'm glad that Rittenhouse and Fox News is on such good terms, because I don't believe Fox News should have an ounce of lawsuit thrown at them. CNN, Reuters, CBS, Washington Post, you better believe they have it coming for them. So Fox put out an article today that liberal news outlets are now forced to confront misleading coverage of Rittenhouse trial. So if I'm a liberal seeing this, okay, if I'm a Democrat seeing this to me is going to prove that these media outlets, or at least it should prove to anybody who supports these people, it should give you a sense of approval that these outlets were wrong in the first place. They were totally wrong. All of them were wrong in the sense that they maliciously attacked Rittenhouse. So what exactly is going on here? Let's break this down for you guys. So CNN, Reuters, MSNBC, Washington Post, all false media reporting. They all kept saying the same thing during the trial. If you guys remember, about Rittenhouse carrying a rifle across state lines. I mean, how many times did you see that? Rittenhouse carried a rifle across state lines. Rittenhouse drove across state lines with the rifle. Rittenhouse's mom took him across state lines with the rifle. So we heard this over and over and over again. I mean, this is how stupid the left are. That, they're not really original. It's like one outlet comes out with something, like all 50 of them are like, yeah, that's cool. Let's all re-echo that over and over and over and over again. And their viewers are just kind of sitting there brainwashed to the tune of the liberal media's propaganda. And they just can't decipher the fact that, guys, you're brainwashed right now. Some would even go as far as saying or calling it psyoped. Okay, you're being psyoped. When you hear the same thing over and over and over again, and your mind just kind of starts to turn into a little robot, and you just believe what comes out of their mouth. And the left know this, which is why they're so good at succeeding in this sort of propaganda. So Reuters, CBS News, Washington Post, among outlets who've now corrected their reporting. They've all gone back. They've all corrected the reporting. The persistent media falsehood that Kyle Rittenhouse was armed with an AR-15 style rifle when he crossed state lines before his deadly encounters in Kenosha, Wisconsin, has led to multiple corrections and considerable mockery as the reckoning over misleading coverage of the trial continues. So, they're all busted. The media line that they used the most was that he traveled across state lines, gave off the impression he was an outsider who traveled from afar, when in reality, the kid traveled like less than a half an hour to Kenosha from his town, Antioch, just south of the state border. His dad lived in Kenosha. He had family in Kenosha. He went there to guard his dad's friend's shop or business or something. Kyle Rittenhouse is a lifeguard. He also grew up as a cadet on the fire department and the police department. I mean, this kid's a freaking saint. if you took away the trial and you took away the media and you just took away the entire riot, if you removed all that and you looked at his upbringing, I mean, they failed to mention any of this. And if you did your own research, you would have known all this. But the media intentionally and maliciously, they didn't care about any of that. They didn't care about how good this kid was leading up to that day. All they wanted to do was bury Rittenhouse, put him away for life, so they can have another told you so moment, all for ratings. All for ratings.